Sefer Shmiras Halashon 91. What guidelines does the Chafetz Chaim give for conversing with others? What guidelines does he give for speaking with other people? Can one praise one storekeeper in front of another or even mention his name? People who find themselves, it says, inclined towards melancholy, meaning who are depressed, feel a need to speak freely to others and are afraid to focus themselves on developing the quality of silence. Meaning, what do you want to do? You just want to talk about it, people. Should this be the case, one should at least accustom himself not to speak about others, whoever they might be, if you got a schmooze. The friendly conversations should focus on matters of interest, not on people of interest. Meaning talk about things, not people or their things. What a person does find it necessary to discuss others, it should be as brief as possible. Says the Chafetz Chaim, I have heard it said regarding the great Torah sage Rebbe Fall of Hamburg that he resigned from his job 4 years before he passed away. The last 4 years, he would ask of those who visited him that as long as they were they were inside of his house, they should not speak about other people. He says, I've also heard regarding another leader of his generation that another person who was a leader of his generation, and he was exceedingly careful not to speak about others. In fact, it's brought down that towards the end of the life of the Chafetz Chaim, someone came in and started talking about a machlokes in his city. So the Chafetz Chaim got upset and said to him, for my life, I have worked on avoiding the sin of Lashon Hara. Now at the end of my life, I've got to be caught up in Lashon Hara? Certainly one must be careful not to discuss a storekeeper with his competitor or a craftsman with other members of his craft. Those conversations will inevitably lead to Lashon Hara, especially when storekeepers or craftsmen are known to be upset with each other. This restriction, this prohibition, this issur applies not only to singing this guy's praises, which Chazal said, don't speak the praises of somebody else, or else it for sure will lead to criticism. But besides, praises, singing praises, one should refrain b'chlal from discussing another individual with the person's competitor, because pashtus, it's usual that the guy's going to steer with just. Why is that? Why is he going to steer the conversation and say, the guy's not so great? Why is that? Why is it if you talk about somebody else's competitor to you talk about your competitor to you, most probably it's just natural for you to say, he's not so great. They don't make the best product. Why is that?
You don't want people to buy from your competitor.
Well, first of all, because you don't want them to buy from them, but also there's more than just not buying. Let's say they already bought from them.
I know you're jealous that they bought from them.
You're jealous. Definitely. Jealousy. Clearly jealousy. When you hear somebody talk about somebody else, what do you feel? Jealousy. And that's what you got to be careful of. Sorry. And it will allow the person to get some of their negative feelings out. So the key is be as brief as possible and stay away from the Lashon Hara.